It's time to reveal a very highly anticipated Coach of the Year award, and it is actually a split between the coaches and the media. The media chose Maryland's Mark Turgeon, who won 9 more games than he did last season and finished second in the Big Ten in his first year in the conference. Coaches chose Wisconsin's Bo Ryan, who won the Big Ten regular season title by 2 games, and his wins averaged usually more than 16 points per game. And let's take a look at what the Badgers did this season. Of course, 23 of their 28 wins have been by double digits. Only losses with a full roster have been against top 10 teams in Duke and Maryland, and 4 players received all Big Ten honors. Mike?
All right, let's bring in the Coach of the Year now. He is from Madison, Bo Ryan. Bo, you're coming off a Final Four run last year. Your team was highly ranked from the get-go, which is in a way new for you guys in terms of the norm. What challenges did that bullseye in the back create this year?
Well, not as much as I thought initially because of the veterans, with guys like Frank and Josh, Trey, Douye, and the guys that have been through the battles over the years. They're the ones that made it a lot easier. It's never easy, but they made it easier to contend with all the expectations. And our guys just stayed true to each other, and that's the most important thing.
Let's talk about those players. They're pretty delightful and loose. How do you describe the personalities you have on your roster?
Well, I think you just mentioned a couple adjectives right there that definitely goes with this group. They understand that this is a part of their life. It's not the only thing in their life. It's just a bunch of guys who enjoy the college experience, look forward to the next day every time they leave the Kohl Center. And to be around them is, I'm pretty fortunate, that's for sure.
One of the bigger hurdles you guys had this year was when Trayvon Jackson went down, and yet Bronson Koenig has done such a nice job filling in for him. How has Bronson done such a good job?
Well, I think Bronson is a young man coming out of high school, very cognizant of the position. He is a true point guard. And he's a very good shooter, but he is a true point guard. He gets people involved. He's stronger. And you could see that by some of the finishes he had around the rim against Ohio State recently. And also, the ability to knock down the three. So he has the mid-range game, he has the three-point range, and he has the ability to attack the rim. But more importantly, he has the ability to involve his teammates.
The other day, your colleague Tom Izzo called Frank Kaminsky the best player the league has seen since Glenn Robinson. What do you call him?
Well, I thank Tom for that compliment to a player such as Frank. And Tom's been around the league a long time. I've been kind of with the Big Ten, so to speak, since 1976. And I know what he's referring to, the impact that a Glenn Robinson has had. And he's had several players at his program as well as other players on other Big Ten teams. So the impact that Frank has had on this group of young men at this institution, I'd have to agree with Tom that there might be 1 or 2 others that are like him, but he is in that class of what he brings to the table for one team and the impact that he has had. Frank Kaminsky is definitely in that class.
Frank and some of the other guys get a ton of attention, and yet Josh Gosser sort of sits there almost quiet in comparison. Is he the unsung hero of this team?
Without a doubt, he's our glue. He's our unsung hero, so to speak. And now, when they say unsung, does that mean if somebody makes a song about Josh Gosser,
yes,
we
that's
can
exactly
no longer
what I mean.
use the term?
Yes,
okay,
that's true.
I'm waiting for one to come out. But he is just so solid. He never takes a possession off in practice, let alone games. I mean, he's always trying to find a way to do something better in every drill that we have. And people know kind of my old school ways of certain drills we do every day or before games. We have a routine. Josh never skips a beat, and that's why he's just so solid.
Where does this team still need to grow this season?
Well, I think defensively on some driving lines, we need to shore that up. It's no secret that I've made mention to certain guys that they might be in the running for the slowest movement laterally. But I say it with a smile. meaning I'm hoping that we're getting better, that we're working at it, we're getting a little stronger, we're getting a little bit more, we're paying better attention to our slides and to our movement defensively. And then offensively, to keep working on touching the post and getting something out of the post, whether it's from scoring in the post or kickouts to wide open guys. So those are two areas we're constantly working on.
Bo Ryan, congratulations on the Coach of the Year honor. Best of luck in the Big Ten tournament.
Thanks, Mike. Appreciate it.